And we can get into some specifics of your new book here in a second. But is there any like um with this? So are your books kind of in a series? Well, maybe start there. Do you have any in a series, or are they all kind of standalones?
At the moment, I've got two books. So that I've got one short story that I released on my own, which is like a comedy sci-fi and completely different genre to everything else. And then I've got two fantasy books, which are kind of epic, slightly young adult, but maybe slightly more epic with a little bit. The recent one's a little bit dark fantasy, both standalone. And I've also got two novels in progress, also currently both standalone. I think everything would suit a series. It's just I write quite. I tend to put quite a lot of plot into a short space of words.
Hmm.
um,
Yeah.
so so they do have a full story arc in each of them, and they're not related or anything.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's I like that. I think we live in a world right now where everyone is so obsessed with the sequels and the remakes and the like having a big old series that is super connected and all that kind of stuff. So I kind of like that approach of like, nope, this is just its own story and it can live on its own and then there's another story and yeah, that's pretty cool. Is there any reason you think you tend to go that way or it just happens to be that way?
I think it's just the way I write. I think it's just that I come up with a story and it feels like one book to me, and then I write it into one book. I'd love to write a series at some point as well, but just I just seem to enjoy doing the standalones, so that's what I go with.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. So, alongside your, so we kind of established that you're not really an outliner. You're more of a just kind of go for it, see where it takes you. Do you have any kind of specific routines around that, or like kind of writing rituals, or like do I sit in the same spot in the house with a cup of coffee, or that kind of thing?
I mean, the coffee, yeah.
Well,
Um, but no, I mean, I sometimes sit on the sofa. I sometimes sit at the dining table. I'm upstairs at the moment. This isn't somewhere I normally sit, but change of scenery. It's quieter up here. Um, so it's just turn my laptop on and then try and. I mean, the big thing you try and avoid is the procrastination, and obviously, opening your document to start work is the thing. It used to be that I'd kind of give myself 10-15 minutes to get into the writing and settle in and maybe check social media and things before actually starting. But nowadays it's grab the 20 minutes when you can, and you have to be quite disciplined about it. And they do really add up, those little bits of, 20 minutes in your lunch break or something. What I do is convert um, what I'm working on at the moment into an ebook, send it to my phone, and then do editing over lunch when I'm in the office as well now,
mhm.
which actually actually quite enjoying. And I found that the more I write, the more I enjoy the editing side as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's definitely a thing is that procrastination and distraction of like we have so much going on and I don't know about you, but I'm married, I have a young daughter and got a job and there's all sorts of those pressures and stuff and everything happening and so it is actually quite amazing what you can accomplish in like a 20-minute writing session that you just I have 20 minutes right now in this random time. And so I'm just going to try to write something really fast. And if you have that kind of pressure, you can actually get something pretty cool done. Yeah. I've been kind of leaning a lot more recently. I've been handwriting more in notebooks. Um, it's slower, but it helps with that distraction, because I don't have my phone or, if I put my phone in the other room and I just grab a notebook, I'm feeling a little more productive because every time my job is all on computers. So everything I do is on a computer. So the kind of the moment I like get on a computer, it's like it's just so much distraction that it's hard for me to like just sit and do the writing.
Yeah, I sometimes do. I mean, I felt like that today at lunch. I just thought I don't want to look at my computer for a little bit, so
Hmm.
I didn't. I didn't do anything. But sometimes you just do or you don't. And I carry these like tiny notebooks around with me when I go out. But and so, sometimes I'll write a chapter in them, and then maybe I won't look at it for 2 or 3 months, and then I'll pick it up again. But I'm not very disciplined about using a notebook. But I do enjoy writing that way as well. It's one of those things where it's a hobby, so you have to do what works for you and how you feel.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. It's definitely just kind of a I feel like when I first started doing writing, I was better about having better routines about it. And then as life has progressed, I've just kind of like, well, we'll just write this note in my phone there and write this in a notebook there. And like it's gotten a little more fragmented, but I'm trying to pull that back together. So it's less like that.
Yeah, I send myself text messages all the time,
Yeah.
and sometimes I understand what they mean afterwards.
Yeah.
But it'll be
Right.
a dialogue or something.
I text my brother a lot. I'll just text him something and be like, "Hey, I'm just sending this to you because I need to say it out loud." And then he'll be like, he'll tell me like that's really dumb, or he'll say that's really cool. Like get his little commentary on the idea. But yeah, I do that a lot too.